limiting crude oil prices, money transfers, blocking foreign reserves of the Russian central bank. Russia is the undisputed leader in the sanctions imposed on it, and the civilized world does not intend to loosen its grip. The US is already preparing new restrictions.
Currently, work is being completed on a number of important areas. As for the definition of priority areas in which restrictions will be introduced first of all, the guideline will be how these sanctions will affect Russia's capabilities on the battlefield and financially. From the message of the Office of the President of Ukraine.
The US is also preparing a list of new personal sanctions. The restrictions are likely to include people who committed crimes against Ukrainians and participated in the annexation of Ukrainian territories, including the Kremlin propagandists.
We focus on the most important people who have propaganda influence in Russia, in particular those who personally took part in the annexation of Ukrainian territory, people who openly support the war in Ukraine, and some even say how many Ukrainians need to be killed, how many attacks should be carried out against Ukrainian civilians and civilian infrastructure. Andriy Yermak, head of the Office of the President of Ukraine. On the website of the Office of the President of Ukraine.
The next sanctions package should provide for increased pressure on the financial and banking sectors of the aggressor state, Andriy Yermak, the head of the Office of the President of Ukraine, said, as well as sanctions against Rosatom, state nuclear agency, and those involved in attacks on Ukrainian nuclear power plants. New sanctions against Russia are also being developed by a special group of Yermak McFaul. Former advisor to the President of the United States, Michael McFaul, is sure that if the Russians do not give up their imperial habits, then they may not count on a democratic future.
Like Germany after 1945, the complete defeat of Russian imperialism in 2023 will begin to create favorable conditions for Russia to finally become a normal European country after the end of the Putin era. Michael McFaul, US Ambassador to Russia, on Twitter.
Ukraine and the United States, together with other partners, intend to hold a special sanctions summit. During the meeting, they want to assess the effect of the already existing sanctions and coordinate steps to increase sanctions pressure on Russia and make the aggressor pay even more. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Ksenia Barvinenko, UATV News.